Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kirsten here for another Thursday Spa Business Break, but this time it is a recorded video rather than a Facebook Live. Just couldn't make it here at 12 noon today, but wanted to make sure that you had your spa business information, your weekly spa business information. So today I'm continuing the conversation about spa owner stress and how to make sure you are minimizing it this summer, because I know for a lot of you it's an exceptionally busy time. And then add to that, you get the added pressure if you have a family. You know, you probably want to spend some time with your kids or your partner. If it's warm out where you are, then you likely want to be taking some holidays. But you know, if you're feeling like already kind of crazy, like things are not organized, things are, you're running around putting out fires a lot. It's really important for me to share with you information on how to manage your stress. But it also means that for you to manage your stress, you're going to need to take action to do so. Today, I want to talk about the critical thinking lobotomy. What do I mean by this? Well, if you've been following me for a while, you might have heard me referring to the thinking part of your brain and the reactive part of your brain. Now, how this relates to spa owner stress is that when you are feeling like you are empty, like you're just tapped out energetically, you're tapped out time-wise, you're tapped out responsibility-wise, then we start, when something happens, if a situation happens that requires problem solving, whether it's a situation that flares up right away, maybe it's a client complaint, maybe they've left a bad review, maybe you're having something came up with a staff member. Now, if you already are feeling like your cup is empty, your tank is empty, then you are going to be reacting from the reactive brain, not your critical thinking brain. And when we are reacting in that reactive brain, it's really difficult to do any kind of problem solving. So what ends up happening is you start getting caught up in the drama of the situation, and then you'll probably notice similar, patterns that you might have been following yourself, but it starts spiraling because you start talking about the drama with friends or coworkers, they feed into the drama, and it just keeps going and going, and you stay stuck in that reactive brain, when what we really needed was just some problem solving so you could move on and just not be stuck in the stress of it all. So what I'm encouraging you to do this summer is, if you didn't watch last week's Facebook Live, what I'm encouraging you to do is to go back to that Facebook Live and watch it, because I've given 4 tips for you to help manage your stress level so that you don't get into that critical thinking lobotomy if you get triggered at work. And this also goes for if you get triggered at home, because we know that our personal and professional lives are intertwined, and it's too hard to think that we can separate it. So if you're stressed out at work, you're likely stressed out at home. If you're stressed out at home, you're likely stressed out at work, and then starting to get stuck in that reactive brain. So if you are in that place right now, your first order of business is radical self-care. That is what the priority is, because you have a queen bee role in your company. If you didn't, if you're a service provider or if you are managing a team, you have a role that is the queen bee. If you weren't in that role, you wouldn't have a business. So whatever we do, we have to protect the queen bee role. If you want some more information on this reference to the queen bee role, there's a really great book called Run Like Clockwork. Mike, I can never remember how to pronounce his last name, Mike Markowitz or something like that. He wrote Profit First. He's written the Pumpkin Plan, I believe. This is his latest book, Run Like Clockwork. And he is very clear about what this queen bee role means and what it means to your business and what it means to your ability to leverage and what it means to your ability to make a profit. But getting back to today's topic on here with spa ownership is that we want to either make sure we make a plan for self-care so that you aren't getting into those reactive brain situations and getting stuck there and not being able to problem solve, but instead making sure that we have given ourselves enough self-care at regular intervals so that we can fulfill our queen bee roles in our business and work from a place of not just passion and profits, but purpose and feeling like we're in the right spot and we're not just being drained of our energy. All right, so that is my topic for today, the critical thinking lobotomy, food for thought for you. I would encourage you and invite you to think about maybe in the past 3-6 months when you might have followed this kind of pattern where you got upset, you got super triggered, and you went right into that reactive brain. And think about how long it took you to shift back over into the critical thinking brain to finally be able to move into problem solving. Because that's really what we want with your spa business. We want you to be able to problem solve efficiently so that you can just move on to the next piece of business. And that way you actually enjoy your business. All right, thanks for joining me for today's Thursday Spa Business Break. I will be back here next Thursday at 12 noon Pacific with more goodies for you and your spa business. See you then.